Hello. Welcome to Reading Time. My name's Time, and today we're reading Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. Let's get to reading. Black Beauty by Anna Sewell is a story about a horse in Victorian England and his life working in various settings and for various people. The story is all told from the horse's perspective. I would give this book a 5 out of 5 star rating. It is a good book and is one of the most influential horse books of all time. Even if you haven't read Black Beauty or seen any adaptations of the book, you likely are familiar with the name. This book was originally written with the intent of bringing awareness to people about mistreatment of horses in Victorian England. At the time that Anna Sewell wrote this, horses were often seen as something similar to a machine, such as a train, and they weren't seen as being creatures that have feelings and can be hurt like we can. Sewell was very passionate about this issue, and as such, you can definitely see that passion in her writing. I will say sometimes she pushes these ideas a little hard. She wasn't a professional writer by any means. This was the only book she ever wrote. She actually ended up passing away about 5 months after this book was published, so she didn't have opportunities to write more books. Even so, this book was very influential and did cause changes to occur in England's treatment of horses. As far as content goes for this book, there are a few things to be aware of. Since this is a book that is dealing with the mistreatment of animals, specifically horses, we do see animal abuse in the book. Additionally, some of the characters in the book do consume alcohol on a regular basis, and there is one character in particular who ends up getting drunk to the point of not being able to drive the carriage correctly, and the carriage ends up crashing, and he dies from this incident. I would put this at a 5th through 7th grade reading level. I think that this book could be easily understood at that age. You may need to make sure that any younger readers are aware of some of the terminology that's more specific with riding horses. But other than that, the content is something that these readers would be able to understand pretty easily, and it would be a good age for them to start talking about issues that they care about and how to use argumentative writing or other forms of rhetoric to persuade people to either listen or to agree with their point of view. This book could be a great way to introduce students into looking into issues that are in their community currently and doing something to raise awareness for those issues. When I was student teaching, we actually revolved our entire argumentative writing unit around the concept of justice. And we had students look at a variety of different examples historically of people writing in order to bring awareness to issues that they cared about. The students then chose a topic that they cared about and wrote letters to individuals that would be influential in that specific social issue. It was a really interesting unit, and we were able to have a lot of in-depth discussions about things that the students actually really cared about. And we were also able to have in-depth discussions about what it is to be a good person and what it is to be a good writer and all sorts of things that we wouldn't otherwise have had the opportunity to do. If you were to expand on this book and put it into a unit similar to that, you could also point out that argumentative writing doesn't have to be limited to letters or argumentative papers. Sewell wrote an entire fictional book from the perspective of a horse in order to get her point across. And I really do think that this topic is one that could be expanded or can be turned into whatever situation you think would work. So, as I said previously, I enjoyed Black Beauty quite a bit. The writing is a little simplistic at times, and she does try to push the issue of animal mistreatment very strongly at times. However, I still found it to be an enjoyable read, and as I said, it's something that could be used to discuss other issues and to build argumentative skills. As always, I did scratch off the poster square for this week. Black Beauty is right on that bottom row. We have a silhouette of a black horse. Before I close out the video, you probably noticed that my background is a little bit different in this video. If you are someone who has watched my videos before, that is because we are going to be changing up our location. So next time you see me, I will be in a different place entirely. So next time you see my video, it will look very different behind me, but I'm looking forward to the change. It'll be exciting, and it gives me a chance to reorganize my books again. If you are interested in following along to this reading adventure, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get updates when new videos are posted. And you can follow me on social media on either Facebook or Instagram for weekly updates about what I'm reading. Feel free to leave me a comment about your thoughts on Black Beauty or any other books that you have read recently. And as always, I hope that you have a marvelous week and a wonderful read.